Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, depending where you are in the world. It's been a long while since I've been here at Hotspur away. New badge there with a background, that is new. Not seen that before. How are you guys? How are you all? How are your families? I hope everybody's well, good, healthy and well, and are enjoying, of course, the summer holidays. But we just obviously, I'm fully aware that Spurs just lost their preseason match versus Bayern Munich. I didn't see the match because I'm currently working, so I'm just taking 5 minutes to do this video. But I will be catching up with the game later this evening. Although I must admit, I feel like I know what happened, given the running commentaries in the WhatsApp groups, all watching the Spurs games and kind of commenting on it. So I kind of know the gist of it. But the match side and all of that, we will get into it on the Monday night show at 8:30. So definitely tune in for that. Monday Night Live, myself, Stel, JP, Mari, and all the boys will be there discussing that very match, guys. So make sure you lock that in for 8:30 Monday night. But this video I wanted to do a little bit different. There's nothing really organised, strategized or something. I'm just gonna go with it, all right? So I hope you guys just take 5 minutes to go, to kind of get into it as well. The one thing, I mean, we're only a couple of weeks away from the start of the Premier League, and we still haven't identified, or certainly haven't filled in the gaps where we desperately need them, i.e. the number 6, the number 9, and of course a winger. Right winger, left winger, somebody that can play both sides ideally. Chiesa would be my preferred choice. People come at me all the time how he's injury prone, blah blah blah, but he's out of the project, the Juventus project under the new manager. He's looking for a club, and we're looking at a player whose contract will run out 2025. So he could be got for 20 odd million euros. He could be our player. Comfortable playing left or right hand side. Injury prone. Just have a look at the amount of games he played last season. He can more than be an exciting player for us. Somebody that would actually get me excited having him at the club. But there's plenty of opportunities to get other players for in and around that sort of price range. So we're not talking about expensive, ridiculously expensive players, but there are available. Dubvik, who signed for Roma, La Liga's top goal scorer, joined Roma for 25 million. Sule joined Roma, winger, excited Argentinian winger, for 20 odd million. And number 6, a player like Youssouf Fofana, for example. I'm giving an example that plays for Monaco. He also is looking to move away from Monaco. A digger in front of our defence, a number 6 that we would desperately need. He could be got in around that sort of price range. There are players out there, guys. Honestly, there are players out there that are not ridiculous amount, that are ready for a new challenge. And they're waiting to leave Monaco, waiting to leave Juve. They are there. Fulkrug is joining West Ham. How much has he gone for? A guy knows, a German international. He knows where the goal is. He's got a real big presence about him. Not the quickest, but he has absolutely got presence within the area. The sort of player that we should be looking at, or should have been definitely in the mix with. But we are not doing any of that. But then you want to come and tell me that Solanke at 65 million is the player that we're looking at. It's just disappointing that with so little time left before the league starts, we are not identifying the 3 points that are desperately needed in the first 11, guys. In the first 11 is where we need those 3 players. That would improve us massively. Now, people will say to me that, but we got Gray in that midfield area, and I'll say, cool. I've got to listen. We've spent 40 million on a player that's talented. I got no problem with that. Bergwell's in there, a talented player. And I'm all for having them in the squad, but you need to have them alongside players who are really affirmed in their careers, who are ready to play the Premier League tomorrow. Gray may not be successful in the Premier League. He's coming from the Championship, so different reality, different. It's a completely different ball game. But having someone that's already affirmed in his career that Gray could learn of and perhaps get minutes for sure, get involved in the first team. But just to have them there, you know. The thing is, Gray has done well in the pre-season friendlies, but they've been away, far away. You guys know, you guys especially that attend White Hart Lane Stadium, you know it's a different ball game when you play football there. We haven't played a single game at White Hart Lane yet. These new guys have not played at White Hart Lane yet. And I know, you know, and I know that have been there in that stadium, know what it's like for a player to really make it, how he's got to show some, he's got to have something about him. Now, White Hart Lane, when everything's going great, it's a great place to be with. But you and I both know, those who have definitely been at the stadium know exactly how quickly that can turn real toxic right now. Because, let's be honest, man, we are a frustrated fan base. We are. We get all excited, all happy before kickoff. And if things go away, we're like the 12th man. But you also know fully well, within 5 minutes, if we concede a goal or someone mishits a pass and we're not playing the way we want, you know how quickly we turn on our own players. We know that. We know the stadium. We know how quickly we turn on those players. And I'm worried for the players like new players, young players like Bergwall and Gray. If it doesn't go our way, how difficult it could be for them. So what better way to give them the most chance, the most possibilities to succeed, but putting players that are ready now, and these guys can get their minutes and they can play alongside, they can train alongside players who are already doing the business in their positions, for them to say, right, give us something to challenge, give us something to go for. That's what I would like to see. And we're just not, right now we are no different position than what we ended last year. In all honesty, I don't feel like we are. We're playing more games next season. We're playing in Europe next season. We don't have the depth. We don't have the depth, guys, and that concerns me. And we will find out the truth when we start playing the positions that are half decent. And not too long, we will be playing them in the Premier League. And we can have a great start like we did last year, but we know that it's all about longevity. It's all about the long distance, the marathon. It's all about 40-odd, 50, 60-odd games. And I just don't see a different outcome to this season if we don't start tackling the issues that we have within our feet and not start identifying the shortcomings that we have within our squad and within our team right away. We have a good defence. I think a good digger in front, solid. Like I said, Fofana from Monaco would be one of them, French international. For me, he would be a really good. But there's other players that can play just to protect that back four. Affirmed players, somebody ready now, that's ready to do it. And then Gray can come in by all means and you know, improve and better us in a distance. But we give them the chance to grow and get to grips with the Premier League. That's what I would like to see. Our forward line with Johnson, Richarlison, and Werner. Obviously Kulusevski as well. Those are our four forwards right now. Mickey Moore, yeah, sure, he could be ready. He may not be, but it's a gamble at the end of the day. Right now, can we really put all this pressure on these young guys? I don't know, guys. It's leaving me in a bit of a weird mindset for the new season. It's like I have the desire to see us play in the Premier League, but then I'm like, to see what? The same old. I don't know, guys. That's where I'm at. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you. I would like to know what you guys think. If people say, you know, don't be so negative, blah blah blah. Okay, cool, fine. List down your points as to the reasons as to why I shouldn't be so pessimistic. Give me the reason why I should be optimistic, football-wise, guys. On the pitch, why should I be? If you guys have the answers, let me know. If you guys are concerned, let me know your concerns as well in the comments below. Please guys, I want context to your agreement or disagreement. Give me context in the comments, so I will be looking forward to reading them all one by one later in the day. Like I said guys, we'll be discussing the Bayern Munich Spurs game in the Monday night show, 8:30 p.m. Make sure you lock it in. But for now, the very quiet Hotspur away, as always, forever always, come on you Spurs.